Outlook. GHKL on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the Monday, November 15th edition of the National Outlook. I hope that your weekend went well, and this week, today, Monday, and the rest of the week will be good. We're at the middle of November, drawing close to Christmas, but we've got some serious stuff to talk about. From Sunday newspaper, with 100 oil spills annually, TNT stakeholders threaten legal action if demands are not met for Yellowtail EIA. Says it's not a matter of if, history proves accidents happen. Now, there's a picture of the founding member of an environmentalist from Trinidad, Gary Aboud. And these people are serious. My fellow Guyanese, this is what I came away from. That the Trinidadians are serious. They are right next door, a couple of 100 miles away. The Jamaicans, who are way out there in the Eastern Caribbean, are not happy. And one of their environmentalists, a woman, in a question and answer with Exxon in one of its consultations, it took them to task, and she was raising questions about radioactive substances possibly being used, which the Exxon spokesperson confirmed in its operations out in the sea. Now, the people are saying this, accusing the panelists of attempting to hoodwink. Hoodwink. That's an American slang for trying to deceive, to mislead the stakeholders as it relates to emergency preparedness in the event of an emergency. And when the professionals on the panel, what the professional charts to us, and no disrespect, real nonsense. I would like to hear Guyanese, other than Glenn Lal, saying something like that. That hard, unsparing language. Real nonsense. That's what we've been hearing from Exxon. That's what we've been hearing from the EPA. That's what we've been hearing from the president and the vice president and others. We're not hearing much from the Minister of Natural Resources. But what we have heard tells us that these things do not add up. In fact, and we may speak about it later in the week, a civil society group has categorized the president at COP26 as speaking duplicitously. In other words, you're talking from two sides of your mouth. So, real nonsense is what is going on here, in that nobody in Guyana is really asking the hard questions. They are not coming out because they have too much regard, too much hero worship for our local politicians, too much regard for foreigners, most of whom are white. And we have that whole hang-up where we get caught up and we don't say as we should speak. We must insist for protections, for what are the contingency measures, and how robust they are. We don't know enough about that, and I don't think our EPA can pronounce upon that. So we have to get people who really know about these things to say that they are good, they are robust, they are substantial. Robert Beer could do that. Other people like him could do that. I think Vincent Adams could do that. But the government does not want that kind of people. It does not want to answer the hard questions, and it keeps ducking and dodging and speaking from one side of its mouth and then on the other side. Think about that, my fellow Guyanese, as we continue to grapple with how to protect ourselves and how to go from there. The Trinidadians and the others have shoreline and coastline and beaches to think about. We've got our livelihoods to think about here. Until the next time, I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook.